Charles, one fall, 10-minute time limit match, 15-minute time limit match, I'm sorry. One fall, 15-minute time limit. The referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, the jackets come off, Davey, and we're about ready to do it. Bell time, here we go. Championship Wrestling. Lance Russell and Dave Brown at ringside, and we're looking at, pardon me, one of the premier junior heavyweights in the entire world, Tony Charles, going against a young guy. Look at Pat Hutchinson. Boy, I went with an aggressive leg dive. Tony slid back, blocked it on it, rolled him over, but Hutchinson's up and out of it. Back at it again. Tony in with this youngster who is showing no fear whatsoever for the outstanding Mr. Charles. And look at Hutchinson roll him up in there. Tony hanging on to that side headlock. Charles hooks it around, takes him over and down, and the superstar, hey, Billy, and Tommy Rich out here as our match goes on. Yeah.
We'd just like to take a little minute of your time here, Lance. That guy up there in the black tights is one of the nicest fellas in the wrestling business. There's nobody no nice. In the dressing room, he's always laughing and joking, and he's just a real family guy. Tommy and myself would just like to do something to help the Tony Charles Fund. When all the towns this week we're going to go, and we're going to get a big stack of pictures. We're going to take them down. We're going to sit them down on the table. We're going to have a big jar there. We're going to give the pictures away free. But anybody who wants to put a little donation in the jar, gets the picture, they'll get it anyway, but it'd be much appreciated to just drop anything, a penny, 2 pennies, $1, whatever you can afford in the jar to help that guy right there, because he's one of the coolest guys in the wrestling business.
Hey, well, that's great. I think that's tremendous of both of you guys to be doing that. The pictures will be given away, but obviously you'd appreciate a donation to the fund.
Yes, Lance, just like Superstar said, Tony Charles is one of the nicest guys I've ever met, and since I saw the light, he's done a few things for me, and Super and me was talking about it and wondering how we could help the guy out, and we figured that'd be the best way, get a bunch of pictures and have that jar there, and we're going to sign the pictures and give them away, and anybody who wants to give a donation, we definitely appreciate it.
Okay, Wildfire and Super. All right, let's thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it very much. Back in the ring. Well, that's kind of feeling that everybody who knows Tony Charles has. Pat Hutchinson trying to roll out of that Boston Crab. Can he get to the ropes? He got a piece of it and pulled it over, and Tony backs it up. He almost had him there. He was rolling him into that Boston Crab, Dave.
Yes, sir. Well, I tell you, Boston Crab, one of the most punishing things that a wrestler can find himself in.
And Tony knows how to put that thing on there, as with
indeed.
everything else. It's the right way. Oh, boy. Tony jerked him up, Hutchinson up in the air, popped him down on that backbreaker. Great move in there as Hutchinson on the ropes. Hate to belabor the point, but I think with Bill Dundee and Tommy Rich and what they were telling the fans, he's just about got him over. Tony trying to see if he can stretch. Hutchinson pushing up on the right side, trying to avoid being caught in that trap. He gets over. This could be it right here. Tony Charles hanging into that Boston Crab, and he has really got it right. He's got the legs bent back and the body down, but Hutchinson takes it to the ropes over there, and Tony's going to back it up.
Hutchinson stepped out of the ring there, man, to try to get that backbone lined up again the way it's supposed to be. He's had the pressure put on it.
What we were saying, it's not a gesture by Dundee and Rich. It's a genuine feeling that they have for Tony, and I think most of you were not going to stay on that point, the problems that Tony had and the fun that has been created, and Bill and Tommy going to be at the matches in the area and giving the pictures away, and hopefully you'll be making a donation to the fund in there. Okay, Tony down with it. Pat Hutchinson, he's been scrapping good, I'll tell you.
He has indeed. We're almost 4 minutes into it. 3:54 gone right now in the match.
Tony had him for a 1 count, and you see that infectious grin that Tony has when Pat was able to kick out of it. He, I think, just as much as you and I and the fans enjoy seeing a young fellow come along. Tony, obviously, a big favorite in this count of 1, but look at Hutchinson again. He's scrambling. He really goes for a leg dive. Tony slips him, takes him around behind, but he's too close to the ropes. And Pat Hutchinson battling all the way with Tony in here. He's got his eye dead on him. Charles made some super moves in there, but Pat's been scrapping away. Standing side headlock. Takes him away from the rope. Boy, there's that forearm uppercut. Man, it's a beauty. Pat coming out, goes for the legs. Tony sprints, blocks him, rolls him over. One. And Hutchinson again is out of it. But look at Tony, stay right on him. Into the row. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ooh,
What a drop kick.
Him with that
Yeah.
drop kick. 2, 3. All right.
Well, we talk about matches where young guys gain experience, but in this match, good experience for Pat Hutchinson in that every move that was made in there is something he can file away in his memory, and because he's going against a veteran who knows the moves, and, well, he got them used against him, but maybe it'll help him later in his career.
Tony over there seeing that he's okay. Boy, he really straightened him out with that doggone drop kick. He gets...
If you'd like to be a part of Southeastern Championship Wrestling, we invite you to our taping every Saturday morning at the Channel 10 studios in Knoxville, Tennessee. We tape our program every Saturday morning at 11:30, and you're to be a guest. No tickets required, no admission.
Exactly. Come in and join us. And what's this kind of action? The hip lock by Golden. Allen kicks him away, moves in, goes to the headlock, throws the hip in to take down reversal. Head scissors. Allen slips free, and they're back to the starting position.
A lot of good wrestling right here in this match. Young Ted Allen, Jimmy Golden shake hands. We're going to see a good wrestling match, good scientific match, I feel.
You know, we saw the United States Junior Heavyweight Champion, Tony Charles, in an earlier bout, and Jimmy Golden, of course, has wrestled for the World's Junior Heavyweight title, and I'm sure he's going to be one of the many challengers for Tony Belt, along with a gentleman we'll be talking to later, Kevin Sullivan, who was formerly the United States Junior Heavyweight Champion. And this young man, Ted Allen, I'd say, is no more than a year away from being a challenger himself.
And Jimmy and again, Ted Allen shake hands. Jimmy caught Ted with an elbow just a moment ago. Comes up with a headlock and the takedown. Hip lock, headlock combination there. And Jimmy right now has Ted Allen with the back to the canvas. Referee Zach Murray looks like he might want to start the count, but changes his mind. Gets that 1 count. Ted Allen gets his shoulders up off of the canvas. Jimmy arching back, trying to keep the pressure on Ted Allen.
Of course, Jimmy is applying the pressure with that headlock. Allen rolls him, trying to put those shoulders down for that 3 count, but Jimmy back over as he picks his balance up and uses that to bring himself back to a sitting position. You know, as I was mentioning, Jimmy, of course, is in a position with his weight factor to gain or drop 5 pounds, can go to either division, the junior heavyweight or the heavyweight. Of course, the cutoff limit is 230 pounds, and Jimmy can go to either side of that with no problem at all. And with his speed and combination of holes, he's a tough competitor in either division.
You know, Jimmy was away from the southeastern area for a while, Les, and he came back and he says, Les, I am ready to get back in the thick of things, get back in the battle, the wars for the titles. And, of course, it's going to be a long road to hoe for Jimmy because we've got some great competition in the area.
Yes, sir. The head scissors still being applied by Allen, but Jimmy slips out and comes up with a double reverse toe hold now, and sitting in on Ted Allen. Allen trying to pull himself out from under because he's in no position to move. He finds the rope. A good tactical movement.
You know, we've watched Ted Allen as he's progressed through the ranks here in the last year or so, last 2 years in Southeastern Wrestling, and each time he comes back with a little bit more ring savvy than when he left.
Yes, he does. Ted's a fine little athlete, and as you say, has been growing and learning right here with us, and he has improved with each and every outing. A good little softball player, too. Great little third baseman. Jimmy trying to pull Allen up off his feet. That height advantage could do it. Jimmy dropping down. Ted applying the pressure to full Nelson.
It's hard for a little man like that to get the big man down from that position, but he does it.
Look at him hang on. He comes up trying for the ride now. Jimmy hooks the leg. Allen trying to find a handle. And both men, look at Jimmy barreling in there, putting that weight into it and driving on his man. But Allen tenaciously hangs on, and they're in the ropes. They'll get the break.
Our fans are seeing some great matches here on Southeastern Championship Wrestling. This match right here, this could be a good wedge for young Ted Allen in his career.
You're talking about height advantage. You know, in my wrestling career, I'm only about 5'9" and a half. And so a lot of times, you take a man with that much height advantage, you right away write off several holes that you won't try to apply because you can't really get the leverage with that height difference to make them effective. Allen in, going up high. Trying to find him out, but Golden hangs on. Allen's foot slipped. He was trying to set his feet in there to bring Jimmy out to center ring, flip him over. And Jimmy was able to hang on to those ropes and shake Ted free. Ted didn't get a good Jimmy with a tackle. Allen up and dumps him again. Ted was setting up for a backdrop, I do believe. Jimmy moved in on him quicker than Ted anticipated, and there's a boot to the midsection.
Jimmy's a little bit upset up there right now. Ted's
becoming very
right
aggressive. Very aggressive. The knee lift drops Ted Allen once again. Golden pulling the knee pad down. He's going to use the knee itself, and there it is again with that knee lift. And Jimmy Golden being very aggressive. We've seen it, and thus far he's done nothing illegal, and I don't want anyone to take me wrong there. Going for the and drops him on the ride. Pulls him up. He's not going to pin him from there. I'm very puzzled at this.
Well, now, you know, this is not the type of match I expected as it wears on here. They started shaking hands.
The fans have become simply quiet. Reverse neck break of the knee drop and the body press. Jimmy Golden comes up with the win over Ted Allen in a hard fight.
Buzz Sawyer really working on the Mongolian Stomper. Stomper grabbed him back there in the corner, raked his hands across his eyes, and that slowed Sawyer down considerably. Sawyer into the rope. The boot of the Mongolian Stomper planted in his midsection as Sawyer came off those ropes. Stomper, Sawyer in the air, driving body slam. Stomper back on the rope, gets a running start, planted his boot right in the throat. Rolls Buzz Sawyer down on the floor. Gorgeous George Jr. out of his chair. Looks like he slugged Sawyer down there. Buzz Sawyer now climbing back up on the apron. Stomper, grabs him on the apron, rammed his head into the post, the corner post of the ring. And Sawyer has got a cut on his forehead. Sawyer on the floor. Mongolian Stomper in the ring. Referee Paul Morton trying to get him back so Sawyer could get back into the ring. He didn't make it last time, only on the apron. Stomper grabs him on the apron this time. Pulling his hair. Referee trying to move Stomper back. Let Sawyer get back into the ring. Stomper determined he's not going to let him in there. Sawyer off the rope. Stomper hit him in the throat. Gorgeous George Jr. enjoying all of this. He's cheering, jumping around in his chair over in that neutral corner. It's difficult for us to show you Gorgeous George because he's down behind the ring, seated in his chair. But rest assured, he's there. The Stomper round behind. He may be working on a sleeper. It's hard to tell. If it is, it certainly is. Yeah, I believe he is. Referee Paul Morton is checking. That's going to be it right there, the sleeper.